After the death of James Garfield, Chester Arthur was kind of in a bad spot, all right? The American people truly blamed Garfield's death and assassination on the spoils system, okay? Because Charles Guiteau did not get the job that he wanted, he killed Garfield. That was basically the logic of it. And they were probably right, but then again, Charles Guiteau was never going to get that job anyway. So, anyway. So, the public is crying out that we need to go to a more fair system, one that ends the corruption of the spoils system. So, they really started pushing for the civil service system. So, the new president, corrupt Republican Chester Arthur, okay, he changed his ways, okay? So, he supported something called the Pendleton Civil Service Act. Now, for years, politicians gained a lot of their power by appointing other people that were loyal to them through the spoils system. But by pushing the Civil Service Act, or civil service, which means you take a test in order to get a job, that removes the power of these politicians. They cannot promise a job to someone in order to get favors during the campaign. So the Republicans, both sides of his party, were extremely angry with Chester Arthur over the Pendleton Civil Service Act. He actually sided with the Democrats when doing this, okay? Stalwarts supported the Civil Service Act to escape public anger after Garfield's assassination. Chester Arthur was seen as a traitor by the Stalwarts and the Half-Breeds, which are both parts of the political party of the Republicans. So, in my opinion, y'all, Chester Arthur's presidency was basically him trying to clean up his own reputation as a bad politician and try to do some good. So he was actually one of the better presidents during the Gilded Age, this time when everybody is stealing money and all that stuff. So, one thing that he really went after was eliminating pork. Okay, now pork, if you remember the definition for it, is basically excessive government spending that's unneeded to benefit a politician's district. So, y'all, the government is full of pork. It's full of this extra money that we really don't need to be spending. Let me give you a few examples, okay? About 10 years ago in Louisiana, no, about 15 years ago now, there was $3 million given from the federal government to Louisiana in order to build a lawnmower racing arena, okay? Now, I don't know about y'all, but that doesn't sound like essential government work to me, okay? During the Obama administration, he had a $1 trillion stimulus package to help to get us out of the financial crisis of 2008. And part of that was President Obama gave out free golf carts to anybody who would buy one, okay? Now, that wasn't exactly what he intended to do, but because of the way the legislation was written, it allowed it to happen. So what the legislation truly said was that if you buy an electric vehicle, you get a $5,000 tax credit on your income taxes. Well, most golf carts cost less than $5,000. So for months, people literally could go and buy a golf cart, claim it on their taxes, and get the golf cart for free, okay? By the way, that only stopped whenever America ran out of golf carts. Anyway, Huey Long, most famous governor of Louisiana, created the Sunshine Bridge. They called it the Sunshine Bridge because the only thing that ever passed on it for a long time was sunshine, all right? Basically, it was a bridge out in the middle of nowhere over a river, and it didn't have a road going to it or a road leading away from it. So literally for years, nobody used the Sunshine Bridge. It was just a works program to get jobs into Louisiana. I think they probably could have used that money a little bit wiser, okay? All right, y'all, that is your chapter. Thank you very much for paying attention. We have a couple of things here. We have Thomas Edison. As a young man, a colorized photograph of him. And he is actually with a sound device right here. This is one of the first recording devices ever. And this is Mark Twain, another colorized photograph of him, the guy that invented the name The Gilded Age. All right, thank you very much.